All right, y'all, tonight we're ranking company green flags. That's right. Believe it or not, I think there are some green flags that you can look for in companies or somewhere that you're trying to hire on or somewhere you already work that lets you know maybe this is worth it. Maybe I need a career here. Let's get into it, y'all. First on the list, we got paid holidays. I would say paid holidays is one of the main things that I would look for if I was looking for a green flag in a company. You don't want to go to a company where they're not paying holidays. Fuck that, dude. I'm trying to have Christmas off and Thanksgiving off, and I'm trying to get paid for that motherfucker. I think I deserve it. Why do I think we deserve that? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't our fault we got to live, damn it. But, if a company has paid holidays, dude, and it's the same as your regular pay, I would say definitely, it's definitely worth, let's put it at worth trying, because that really is the bare minimum, to be honest. Also, it's going to take a lot to go in the top tier for me on this one. It's going to take a lot. So we're putting paid holidays in worth trying. It's the bare minimum. It's the least they could do. Next, we got paid lunches. Round of applause on that one. I don't know if I've ever really worked at a company that just really paid you through lunch. Most of them want to subtract 30 minutes a day, even if you don't take a lunch. So they're like, you might as well take your lunch. Some bullshit, dude. If I got to take time off the clock, like if I'm at work and I'm not getting paid to be at work, because a lot of people eat lunch at work, right? I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. I might go have a few margaritas, baby. I might go shotgun a few beers or something. Wouldn't it work? I mean, fuck you. You know what I mean? But paid lunches, we'll put that in, man, if it's paid lunches, if you're getting paid lunches, it's definitely worth trying. It's definitely worth trying. But I have yet to really encounter that a lot. Anyway, next on the list, we got a boss that has your back. It's kind of rare, right? So let's say you got a foreman and a lot of them are going to try to cover their own ass. Now, there are some good foremen, some good managers, supervisors, just whatever the name is in that role. There are some good ones out there that will have your back, and they'll put their selves on the line to try to protect you guys and all that. But there's a bunch that will not. They'll fucking throw you under the bus, run you over, and back up and run your ass over again. They don't give a fuck, dude. So if you at a place, you got a good boss, whoever's directly above you, and they've got your back and they've helped you out, or they will help you out, I would say that's a pretty good green flag. I would say the overall culture at the place is probably pretty good. We can put a boss that has your back. I'm gonna put it in worth staying, I think. Honestly, if you got something like that, it's probably a nice place. Moving on from that, we have got communication about changes. Don't you love it when you work at a company and shit's just happening all behind the scenes and rumors are spreading about motherfuckers quitting? I'm talking about big dogs, you know what I'm saying? Presidents, CEOs, or board members and shit like that just quitting and leaving, and you're like, what in the hell is going on? They won't tell you shit. Nah, 2 months later, maybe you get laid off, or your coworkers getting laid off. Some shit's happening behind the scenes. They just won't tell you nothing. It sucks. So good communication with all that. Maybe they even tell you, hey, man, there's a good chance you're going to get laid off here soon. That is a good company, in my opinion. I love some good communication. If you're working at a company, they got good communication, or you looking into a company, and ask around before you get hired there, see how all that goes, man. You know, pay is very important, but all this stuff on this list is stuff you need to be asking about before you get hired onto that company. Also, go back to my video, Company Red Flags. I got a ranking video that's Company Red Flags. Go watch it too. Make sure you ask about all that stuff. Try to find out as much information as you can before you go try to have a career somewhere, dude. Now, if you just need a job, then you just need a job, whatever. Moving on from that, we got high starting pay. I love a good high starting pay. A lot of companies want to start people off at fucking is the minimum, dude. Minimum wage. I think in my state it's like $7.25. No, there's no surviving on $7.25. There is no way. Maybe a teenager might do decent on that if all they got to buy apparently is gas money to go to work. But I don't understand why the minimum wage in my state is still that fucking low. Like, it's, in my opinion, it needs to be at least $15 an hour or something, dude. Shit is high right now. It's ridiculous as high as groceries are right now. There's no fucking way that I could start a job at $15 an hour and survive in this economy. We're gonna put let's put high starting pay. We'll put it at worth trying. If it's got high starting pay, it's worth trying. But you need to figure out how often they give raises and stuff, because they may start you off with a high pay and then you may be stuck there for the next 10 years. Moving on from that, we got no micromanagement. I love to be left alone, and I hate micromanaging. Just give me what I'm supposed to do. Maybe tell me what the job is, where the job is, or whatever, and leave me alone. Let me figure the job out. Let me do my job. That's why you hired me. No micromanagement. We're going to put that in worth staying, man. If you got no micromanagement at your job, it's worth staying. Moving on from that, we got they respect your time off. No phone calls, no emails, no nothing like that when you're off the clock. What a dream. What a dream. The last job I had, I was on call all the time, damn near 24/7. Nobody respected my time off, man. They want you to drop whatever you doing, dude. It don't matter what you doing. You could be 10 fucking hours away out in the middle of a ice lake drowning or something. They still want your ass to come in or you're getting fired. So they did, yeah. A company that respects your time, that is definitely worth staying for sure. Yes, sir. It's like I said, y'all, it's going to take a lot to get to that top tier. Never quit, man. I don't trust companies. That's just me. I just don't trust them. I never have. Moving on from that, we got recognition for hard work. Now, that's very rare at a lot of companies. Most of them just expect you to fucking work your ass off. They'll point the mistakes out. Oh, yeah, big dog. As many mistakes as they can point out, they'll point them out. Oh, yeah, but you fucked this up. Oh, yeah, but you forgot that. But nobody ever wants to tell you how good of a job you're doing, even though you do a good job 99% of the time. If they're giving you recognition for hard work, I would say it's probably worth saying, because if they're recognizing you for hard work, then the culture's probably good there. A lot of other areas are probably good there, because that's, culture at a company kind of drives everything, right? It's kind of a top-down thing there. So got good culture at the company, you're going to have stuff like that, getting recognized for hard work, respecting your time off, no micromanagement, all that stuff kind of goes together. Training and certifications are paid for. A lot of guys in the trades, hell, I would say white-collar people deal with this too, but I know a lot of guys in the trades, when you start a job somewhere, you want to move up, go to the next level and all that, you got to get certain certifications, you got to go to certain little schools to get trained up on that, and it's nice to have that paid for. There are some companies that tell you if you want to move up, you got to pay for the certifications, that's bullshit to me, man. Come on, dude. We're supposed to be a team. I'm here to help your company. I want what's best for the company. Like, put me through the school, help me out, pay, and I'm going to do the best job I can do. But if you go to telling me that I got to pay for that shit, dude, fuck you, dude. I will walk out the door. I hate it when companies cheap out on shit, man. I can't stand it. We got to rank this one. Let's rank it. The certifications are paid for and everything. I would say it's probably worth trying. That's, in my opinion, that's also the bare minimum thing that a company should be doing. It's nothing special. They should all be doing that. Moving on from that, we got quality tools and equipment. There's nothing more that I hate than being at a company and they got the shittiest fucking equipment, the oldest equipment. Ran in the ground, rusting apart. You got to work on this shit more than you can actually do your fucking job with the equipment. I'm serious, dude. That pisses me off. Just thinking back to those days just fucking pisses me off, dude. Spending a week working on the motherfucker, and then Saturday, you get to actually do the job. You actually get to work on the job. But guess what? The motherfucker breaks down again Saturday evening. So, hey, take Sunday off, okay? Monday morning, guess what we're doing? Working on the fucking equipment! Quality tools and equipment, we're going to put it in worth trying. It is the bare minimum that a company should do, I think. And I know some company owners may get on here and be like, you've never owned a company with equipment. We got to cut costs, and it costs much. Shut up, dude. Shut the fucking doors down. Close the fucking doors if you can't get better equipment. All right, and I have ran companies, so bitch. Moving on from that, we got long lunch breaks. Is a long lunch break a good thing when you ain't getting paid at lunch? It depends on what type of person that you are. Honestly, I'm going to be honest here. This might surprise some of y'all. I'd rather have just a regular 30-minute lunch break if we're not getting paid through lunch. I don't need a whole hour or more to eat my lunch. I don't want to sit around, make the day drag on, not getting fucking paid. I'd rather just have a little 30-minute lunch and boom, get back after it, big dog. Make the day go by a little faster. So we're going to put long lunch breaks. I don't think that's nothing special. Nothing special at all. It'll go and pays the bills. I mean, it's a decent job probably. They give you a long lunch break. It pays the bills. I don't know. Moving on from that, we got coworkers actually work as a team. You don't see that often. I'm telling you right now, okay? This is not a good thing probably, but I've worked at many companies, and a lot of companies, the coworkers don't really work as a team. As a matter of fact, they all kind of act like they hate each other. Now, honestly, most of the time, they're joking with each other, bickering back and forth a little bit. It's all jokes most of the time. But I've been at a couple of companies where it's some serious shit, and these motherfuckers act like junior high girls or something, the way they gossip about each other and act like they hate each other and shit. But if you find a place where the coworkers actually work as a team, I'd say it's worth trying. Definitely worth trying. It could go in worth staying, actually. It could go in worth staying. Yeah, you know what? It is. It's worth staying there. If you have a good team of coworkers, everybody's getting along, there's no gossip, there's no rumors going around, people talking about how you don't work or you ain't worth the fuck or you drink too much and stuff like that, then hey, brother, that's probably a job worth staying. And also, that means the culture is good there too, right? Remember what I said? The culture kind of drives everything. If you got coworkers that get along and shit real good, well, you got a good culture there, more than likely. So, moving on from that, we got no mandatory overtime. I'm giving that one a round of applause, baby. For those of y'all that have been watching me, you should know by now that I always rant about mandatory overtime. I got no issue with you. If you want to work overtime, that is fine. I got an issue with mandatory overtime when I have done gave you my heart and soul all fucking week. I don't want no mandatory fucking weekends. Get the hell out of here, dude. I'm trying to go home and I'm trying to go home and see my wife, man. Come on. Well, we got no mandatory overtime. We're going to put it in... We'll put it in worth staying. All right. I'm looking at Never Quit. At the end of the video, I might take a second look at some of this stuff and something might go in Never Quit. But for now, we're going to leave it alone and we'll move on to the next one. Big dog. We got no mandatory weekends. Now that kind of goes hand in hand with no mandatory overtime. But not really, I guess, because you could still have mandatory overtime on Friday, I guess, but no mandatory weekends, I guess. Whatever. I like no mandatory weekends. I fucking hate working at companies that work weekends, dude. And I've worked at companies where it's like every weekend. It's no weekends off. It's every Saturday. Fuck that, dude. I want to do shit on Saturdays. I want to lay around and I want to hang out with my wife or something on Saturdays. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous to have to work every weekend. So no mandatory weekends. I would just put that in worth trying. It's not as good as no mandatory overtime, in my opinion. But it is good. It's really good. I actually like that a lot. So moving on from that, we got decent raises. And this is vague. So whatever you think a decent raise is what this is referring to. So if you get decent raises at this company you're at or a company you're trying to go to, I would say it's definitely worth staying because a lot of companies don't give decent raises. Trust me, a lot of companies trying to do a little 25 cent, a little 50-cent raise, man. Oh, man, you're doing such a good job, man. Oh, we're so happy to have you. We just want to show our appreciation to you. So here's a 50-cent raise, brother. It'll start on your next pay period. Get the fuck out of here! 50 cents. I could find 50 cents an hour on the fucking sidewalk outside. Moving on from that before it pisses me off, we got frequent raises. That's another good one, I think. It could be kind of small raises as long as it's frequent. So if you're doing a good job, and for me, frequent would be at least every 6 months, dude. So if you're doing a good job and you get even a 50-cent raise every 6 months, I think that could work out. That could be good. It shows that they're looking at you. It shows they're recognizing your hard work and they want you to do good. So it's kind of a incentive to do good work and to stay at the company. Frequent raises. I like that, dude. If you're getting holy shit, that's hard for me to say with my big ass lips. Frequent raises, I would say it's worth staying there, man. Especially if it's decent raise. If those two are combined, oh shit, man. You could combine those. That would definitely go in Never Quit if it was combined. But anyway, we'll move on to promotions happen often. I think that's a good one. Most people want promotions. Most people don't have my mindset. And my mindset nowadays is I want to stay at the bottom with least responsibility as possible. Because I've always been the guy trying to build something on the side, kind of like this YouTube stuff or my hat business stuff and all that. So I like to have as less responsibility as I have to have, so I have time to do other stuff. So I got other stuff I'll worry about. Now, if you're a person who wants promotions, wants to move up the corporate ladder and all that stuff, nothing wrong with that at all. You can make a shitload of money moving up in these companies, dude. So if you had a company, promotions happen often, I would say worth staying, man. Definitely worth staying. Holy shit, we're going to run out of room on this one here. What am I going to do about that? I have no fucking idea what to do about that, to be honest with y'all. Well, we'll just keep ranking them right there. If they got to go there, we'll just keep ranking them there, and you can use your imagination to see it. But anyway, moving on from that, we got promotions are based on seniority. That one could be that's a hit and miss type of deal, right? Because maybe a dumbass has been there longer than you. Maybe dumbass has been there 3 months longer than you. And he's up. There's one promotion coming up. And it's like the only promotion that could happen possibly in the next 6, 7, 10 years. And it's dumbass. And everybody knows it's dumbass, but the company policy is seniority. They have to try him. They got to move him up. So this could be a bad thing and it could be a good thing. But I'm going to go more to I'm going to point more toward bad for that. That's not always good. I think it should be performance-based. So you could probably keep the job as long as it's paying the bills. It's not really much of a green flag, in my opinion. Moving on from that, we got management is held responsible when needed. I like that. We might give that one a round of applause. I think we will. Let's give it a round of applause, too. I love when management's held responsible. There are so many companies where they won't even look at management. And I mean like HR or management above your direct management won't even look their way. They just automatically they'll blame you. They'll ask your direct supervisor what's going on. Your direct supervisor will kick you under the bus, punch you in the eye, knock your teeth out, run you over with the bus, back over you with the bus, crash a plane on you, kicking the balls. And that's just something that seems to be common. But there are companies out there that hold management responsible. One company I worked at, they would actually write managers up for like micromanagement and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. But where can we put that? Management is held responsible when needed. Guys, that's got to go in worth staying. So we'll put it right there in worth staying. I like that. I love it when they are held responsible and they don't just have all that power. I mean, what could one man do with all that power? Moving on from that, we got don't question why you want off. No company should be questioning why you want off because it's none of their fucking business why you want off. It really ain't. It's none of their business. If you want to take off to drink 15 beers, just say that's your main reason for taking off. Like you just want to drink 15 beers and get fucked up. That's none of their business, okay? If you want to take off to just fucking, I don't know, shit on the sidewalk at home or something, that's none of their business, dude. You should be able to take off for whatever you want, and they shouldn't ask any questions, and they should give you those days off. Assuming you're not abusing how many days off. So don't question when you want off. We will put that in worth trying. Actually, I mean, no company should be questioning when you want days off. Don't get me wrong. But as a green flag, this is kind of the bare minimum stuff. It's going to go in worth trying. Moving on from that, we've got they don't dig into your personal life. I have never worked at a company that digs into my personal life, but I'm pretty sure there are companies out there that try to dig into your personal life. I don't know why they would do that. Maybe some type of background check type of deal. And there's nothing wrong with a background check, but I don't know what you would call it. Like if there's like scoping out your fucking personal life to see what you do at home and what kind of person you are and stuff like that. I really don't think they should be doing that. They should only be worried about what kind of person you are at work. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you're maybe you walk around in a dog fur suit at home with your meat hanging out or some shit, and you do that at home all day. As long as you're not doing that at work in the office or on the job site, you should be fine, in my opinion. I mean, don't talk to me about it or nothing. I don't want to know shit about that. But if you do that, keep it at home, and they shouldn't be looking into stuff like that. So we'll put don't dig into your personal life. We'll put it in. It's very bare minimum, right? I mean, we'll put it in there. It's not that green of a flag, I don't think. I guess it could be looked at. It could be looked at as a super green flag, but I just don't think it's that much of a problem, honestly. Before we move on from that, I just want to say that I may not ever be able to get hired anywhere ever again that does background checks on social media, because if you were following me on TikTok or anything like that, you know you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You think my YouTube's bad? No. So I'm probably fucked. Like if YouTube don't work out, if all this stuff don't work out for me, like I'm completely fucked. Moving on from that, we got a friendly, welcoming culture. Why do I have this on the screen? A friendly, welcoming culture is a must-have. On the oil rigs that I was on, that was not a friendly, welcoming culture. It was I guess it would be considered your average blue collar. They're gonna like fuck with you, joke with you and shit, but it made life miserable, dude. And I honestly, like, I hated it. I hated every day out there, to be honest. I thought that's all there was to life. There's more to life out there. And there's also blue collar environments where the culture is friendly and welcoming. I've found them. I've worked in them. It's great. It's awesome. I mean, there's still the back and forth joking, but it's not taken to the extreme. You know what I mean? Like it stays in on the funny side and not on the too far. Holy shit, that's low side. You're trying to make that motherfucker quit and go home and, hang himself or some shit. So we'll put a friendly, welcoming culture in worth trying. It really should be the bare minimum, in my opinion. Moving on from that, we got good benefits. Now, good benefits are definitely something you want to look into before you go somewhere. Or if you work there, they got awesome insurance and 401k and this, that, and the third, fucking dental and all that, man. Good benefits should be the bare minimum. It's not that green of a flag because it's just something that you should really expect, man. So we'll have to put that in pays the bills, dude. It's something that should be there. Nothing on this list is going to go in never quit because it would have to be like $1 million bonus or something. I don't know. But as soon as I got my $1 million bonus, I would quit. So it can't even go in the top tier. I don't know, dude. Moving on from that, we got good PTO. So in my opinion, good PTO means at least 2 weeks of PTO. 3 weeks, even a month would be way better. The last company I worked at, they gave a lot of PTO. I still don't know if it was 3 weeks or 4 weeks because somehow or another, I always had a shitload of PTO that added up to 4 weeks. I know 1 week like rolled over to the next year, but I don't know. I think they kept fucking up and giving too much. Had a lot. I don't know. So good PTO. We'll put that in worth trying because it's just something that really should be expected, but it's good, right? It's in my opinion, it's better than this down here. Better than this down here. I don't know, man. Let's move good benefits up here. We'll move good benefits and worth trying because there are companies that have shitty benefits and you want to, dodge those companies and go to the companies with a good benefit. So I think it does deserve to move up at least one. And moving on from that, we got high pay. Damn, I feel like I've already ranked that, huh? No, I ranked high starting pay. High pay, high starting pay. That's the same shit, is it not? I would say that's the same shit. So we'll just put high pay and worth staying, dude, because if you got high pay, it's worth staying. But you really need the good culture and everything, too. You really do. We'll put that in. And where did I put the other one? Anyway, we're going to put high pay right there along with high starting pay. In my opinion, just because you have high pay does not mean it's worth staying, dude. There may be some bad shit going on at the company, and you may not want to stay there. I appreciate y'all. That's the video. That's the list. Hope y'all like it, man. Look, consider liking, subscribing, ringing the bell, sharing the video. I really do. I cannot express how much I appreciate y'all. I hope you have a good evening, morning, day, afternoon, whatever it is.